We're here in beautiful Highland, New York. What a neat town indeed. Friendly people. And now we're gonna walk to the Hudson River and walk along the longest elevated pedestrian bridge in the world. And we're gonna cross into Poughkeepsie. This way I don't have to cross the bridge in my vehicle, and I can bypass the toll roads. New York has many toll roads. What a hassle they are, but we've avoided every toll road thus far. I plan to walk in the morning to the pedestrian bridge, cross over to Poughkeepsie, and then take either the Amtrak or the North Metro Hudson line to Manhattan, to the city. And again, this way I have a designated parking area within the town of Highland, and this way I don't have to cross the toll bridge and deal with that shenanigans. You can't pay the toll via cash, it's all electronic, so it's a hassle. Beautiful scenery here, and I cannot wait to visit upstate New York. I really enjoy being in New York, and I really enjoy being around New Yorkers. However, I'm not a fan of the New Yorkers in Florida. They seem to rub me the wrong way. And the New Yorkers of Myrtle Beach. See, there's the toll bridge, and tolls by mail. Perhaps I forgot who said the great quote, but ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to pay tolls via mail. Instead of parking right next to the pedestrian bridge park, I decided to park at Hannaford, which is perhaps 2 miles away. Hence the reason why I'm walking alone. And I think that is the reason that is I think most Americans prefer to park as close as possible to their desired destination. So I guess if I could give one tip, I would say always park the furthest away as possible in a parking lot or any setting, because one, you're less likely to get into an auto collision or an accident. Two, it should be quieter or more peaceful. People seem to love sharing their music with others at loud volumes. But also, you're forced to exercise or walk more. So that's the third reason. The fourth, maybe the further away you park, obviously you're forced to walk, but maybe you'll observe or you'll be forced to read some marketing or enter another store you weren't necessarily wishing to visit, and it'll open your mind, I guess. So don't be the average person and park as close as possible to your target destination. My advice is park as far away as possible. Granted, in a safe environment. If it's not as safe or healthy, or if it's an environment riddled with crime, that's probably not the best, because your vehicle is more at risk perhaps. But in most instances, park away from everybody else, take the long walk, think to yourself, enjoy the peace, and like I said, you're less at risk for an accident, confrontation, etc. So I'm just very thankful for this beautiful day, and we'll see how the highest elevated pedestrian bridge in the world is, and we'll see how the city of Poughkeepsie is. I was told in Middletown, a nice gentleman who works at the Sam's Club in Middletown, New York, that Poughkeepsie is uppity. It's a nice area. So we'll see if his observations or his tips or field notes are correct about Poughkeepsie. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the city right, the name of the town or city. But again, the plan for tomorrow is hopefully wake up at 0800 or before. We have our free designated parking spot within the town here of Highland. And tomorrow we'll walk to the pedestrian bridge, then walk to POU, the train station of Poughkeepsie, and then most likely take the Hudson Metro line to Manhattan, which is about, I believe, should be around 2 hours. I was debating whether or not to take the Amtrak train from Albany and just to avoid the toll bridge here, but I'm sure glad I was able to make contacts here and do reconnaissance and figure the situation out. Albany, there's only the Amtrak train that takes you